Hello, welcome to our session titled Interdisciplinary Practicum Experience during COVID-19 Lessons Learned. And my name is Serra Acar, and I'm an assistant professor at UMass Boston.
Hey, welcome. I'm Zhen. I'm from California State University in Northridge.
We all know that effective practicum experiences will provide scholars sufficient practice in a variety of strategies, increase their confidence and competence in using these strategies, as well as improving fidelity of intervention and implementation.
And as you know, our projects are interdisciplinary projects, so the practicum are also interdisciplinary. Either we do it jointly or separately, the practicum will address the standards from both professions.
And we would like to share a wonderful resource from our professional home DEC's website. It is titled Initial Practice Professional Standards for Early Interventionists, Early Childhood Special Educators 2020. And they have a wonderful resource titled Technology Statement that's available through the DEC's website to download. Please, when you have a chance after the conference, go ahead and download that resource. I'm strongly encouraging everyone to share it within their practicum handbooks, cooperating professionals, and students.
Okay, so next we will talk about the challenges that we have experienced during this pandemic and how we addressed those challenges to make our interdisciplinary practicum happen. So one of the biggest challenges that actually we have all experienced is some schools, they don't want our scholars to do the practicum in their schools. So they say no. I mean, they say no to us. Actually, that's the easy case. Some of them do not say no to us, but to set barriers for us. So it takes us longer to get our scholars ready. So some of our solutions is to communicate ahead of time, so we will have enough time to meet their requirement. And also we understand their difficulties. So instead of adding extra people in their campus, we use a visual supervision, visual assessment. And also we are being very flexible about the expectations of our scholars.
And another challenge we experienced was preparing the paperwork. After COVID-19 hit our state, we had to create additional paperwork for our scholars and cooperating professionals. It just took longer time to place and complete the paperwork for the scholars, so planning ahead was our only option.
And also we need to be very flexible about the practicum hours. Like for example, in our project, we set 90 hours of joint practicum for our scholars. But the reality is the schools in LA, they did not reopen until April 2021. So before that, for preschool settings, they only have 1 hour Zoom sessions each day. So it's impossible for our scholars to get 90 hours of joint practicum within one semester. So we decide to be very flexible about their practicum hours. So we count their planning time and their reflection time into those practicum hours.
And the last challenge we want to talk about today is the missing school days, or closing schools, closing the whole classroom because of the COVID-related issues. We talk with our scholars and cooperating professionals to be flexible and create alternative plans for various case scenarios.
So to summarize the lessons that we have learned, so you probably have heard us repeating ourselves a lot. Number one is to plan ahead of time. So in this way, we have enough time for any changes. And number two is to provide technology support for the supervisors and the scholars. And we cannot assume that they know the technology. And number three is the most important one, is be flexible and be creative. With our flexibility and creativity, we can make the practicum happen.
And thank you so much for joining our session. And our contact information is available here. Feel free to reach us if you have any questions.
Thank you.